Hi, once again, welcome back. Now in this part 2 video, we're going to revise some physical science questions using the 2020 and 2019 PSLE MCQ questions. Now again, this video is meant to be short because we're going to cover through the basic concepts of the physical science questions from those topics that appear in these two papers. Now I'm going to go through what I call the memorize by heart question, where you need to know the basic concepts to get the answer, but you can get it very quickly. Let's get to the questions now. So in this one, we'll be looking at this. I talk about format of questions, right? I'm sure you know by now, but from question 1 to question 14 are always the life science question. So for the physical science question, it'll be 15 to 28. In this video, I'm just going to cover those that falls under category 1, which are my memorize by heart easiest question. So there will be property of material and matter, about magnets, and these three are from 2020. And from 2019, I'll be covering just the one on heat energy and one on property of material. So let's get to them now. Okay, so a container is used to transport heavy objects. Now the material for making the container must be, so clue here is about heavy object. Alright, heavy object. So if it's going to be heavy, then it cannot break easily. Alright, cannot break easily, therefore it has to be strong. So that's how you think about such questions. The clue will come from the story here. Next one, property of a gas. I know gas has certain properties, right? Gas can be compressed. Liquids and solid cannot be compressed. And because gas can be compressed, the volume cannot be fixed. And because gas can be compressed, its shape will not be fixed because gas can take the shape of any container, any shape of the container. So the answer for question 16 will be 4. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now this is on magnets, and this is based on the idea that only magnets can repel another magnets when you place their like poles together. So here, if you can look at this, just ignore this first, right? Just look at this, so you know that these two are definitely the magnets, H and J. Okay, you must know this because that's how they repel. 4 rings F, G, H, and J are placed one at a time on a holder. Among 4 rings, 2 are ring magnets. Okay, we found our ring magnets. They are H and J, and the other 2 are iron rings. We're supposed to find out the iron rings, and therefore we know the iron rings must be these two, F and G. Okay, must be these two. So F and G will be this. And that's how you get the answer for this. Less than 15 seconds. Next one. Now the diagram shows a measuring tape used by tailors. Now of course, a measuring tape you would have used in school before. Now, and a tailor is a person that needs to measure your body's dimension so that they can know how much cloth to cut. Okay, so they need to put the tape around your waist, around your arms and all that. So why is it suitable for measuring curved lengths? So if you do not know who a tailor or what a tailor is, you will still can get the idea from measuring curved lengths along the human bodies. That means it must be bent. To bend it, it must be flexible. Alright? Next one. In a wooden box, P and Q are placed touching each other. Alright? So far. So what's the concept here? Heat flows. Heat flow question from P to Q. So imagine there's a P and there's a Q and they are touching each other. Okay? Touching each other. So heat will flow from, let's say, P to Q. Flow from P to Q. So which statement explains why heat flows? Heat flows only under this condition. That is a temperature difference. Heat flows from a place of higher temperature to a lower temperature. That's all that is. So therefore, we must look at P is at a higher temperature than Q. Alright, and that's the only reason why heat flows. From higher temperature to lower temperature. Answer is 3. Okay, nothing to do with mass, nothing to do with position. This is about your GPE, nothing to do with conductivity of materials. And that's it for the revision for physical science using these questions. As I said, these are the simple questions that talks about just using Memorise by heart. And you will not get too many of such questions. So for this kind of question, to me, the easy ones are in the green category. We've gone through all the easy questions for life and physical science already. Now, the next set of videos, we're going to go through a little bit challenging ones, whereby we make a slight twist to the question, as well as the so-called harder but standard questions. Now, you'll notice that when I categorize in this way, about roughly half of the questions are among these easy questions. 10 plus 4 plus 1, we have 15 out of 28 questions from 2020. And from 2019, we have 6 plus 6 plus 4, about 16 questions, slightly more than half. Alright, so the people at SAV are quite nice. They give you these 15 to 16 easier questions to do, and therefore you must make sure you get these 30 marks or so. So let's understand how to answer such questions and how they kind of look like and how you can be careful. So let's go to the next video now.